All right, 10 points to guarantee success with your spas holding at the acceptable percentage. And you will always stay in this frame of mind. If you ever stop doing any of these, you'll feel it in your business. And just go back to these 10 points and do the best you can at all of them. And so let me get started. Number one, you got to have a strong why. It's got to be big enough to scare you. Your why, your 30-day why, not in 5 years from now I'd like to do this or that, but 30 days and your 90-day goal. You've got to have those. If you don't, you'll constantly be trying to motivate yourself, get yourself back into go mode. You'll feel like you're constantly starting over. It's got to be something that's fun to you and motivates you. Don't ever give up on stop dreaming and reaching for those goals. You know, this is a volunteer business and you volunteer to get up and do it every day, but it's because you wanted something more. You don't want to look back in 5 years and realize that you haven't grown your legacy, you haven't, added to something that is your own and that you can build. This business is your own and you can always have it as an amazing plan B. Don't ever give this business up because you never know whenever you're going to need something. Keep a pinky toe at the very least. If you don't have a why, if you don't need the income, or you're not ready to reach for more in life, always keep a pinky toe in this business because I promise you it will always be here and we will always be doing spas and you can always come back. Must be actively pursuing information. Setting goals before you walk into every spa. Before you walk into every spa, you should be saying, for every person that comes tonight, my goal is going to be $60 in sales and at the very least 2 spas booked from this spa. And you've got to have that goal right in front of you. At every spa, the hostess should be signing up because there's a lot of verbiage for that, but that'll be another video chat. Your booking your spa success starts at the spa. So if you're booking spas from spas, you've got to have something that you say. It's got to be something personal and that means a lot to you, and you got to say it because women really don't know if you're serious about this business, that you plan on showing up and what that reason is for. They will be so much more likely to hold their spas if you share a little bit of yourself. Once they book their spas, once they put their spas on my calendar, I go over to them and I say, oh great, Tammy, your spa, you've booked a margarita spa and I see that your spa is scheduled on October the 3rd. We're going to have an amazing time. And listen, I have not rescheduled on anybody, canceled on anybody in 10 years. And I will be at your house at about 20-25 minutes till the spa with bells on, ready to go. So if you get to wondering about me, text me. But if not, I will be texting you about 5 to 10 days out to get your 12 names to take care of inviting everybody for you. So I look forward to talking to you then, but I will be there. Yours has got to be something that you want them to know about you. Yours has got to be something that means something to you, and you got to say it. And you got to say it to every person that books a spa. Number 4, what is your hostess getting if Sally holds? If you are giving the hostess her gifts for spas booked that night, why? There's she didn't do anything to get that. If nothing else, if the hostess gets totally unexcited about hostessing that spa, as the time gets closer, she will hold that spa just because her friend Sally is getting a free microdermabrasion brush, I do a lot of head squigglers and back massagers just because it's something they can't order. I do Yankee candles. I do potpourri, find stuff on sale. I typically gift about $10 per spa. Want a lot of spas? Get out of spas. And yeah, $10 is very worth holding, making sure your spas hold and that your business is running like it should. Book within the next 30 to 40 days. Never go out past the next 30 to 40 days. And somebody looks at my calendar and they say, well, I just can't book until December. I was like, well, honey, I don't know what I'm going to be doing on certain days in December, and I'm sure you don't either. So to keep it fair to both of us, I just book within the next 30 to 40 days. Don't bend that rule. Every time I bend that rule, I get mad at myself for doing it. So don't do it, because your spas are going to hold about 20% of the time if you let them go past 40 days. Your hostess coaching plan. You guys have heard mine over and over again. It's the 3 texts with the optional 4th. 3 texts, I don't always send the 4th. I'm very proud that when I do send that fourth text about anybody that wants to order outside the spa, you can find it on bcspaonline.com under Hostess Coaching, all 4 texts. But the first 3 are a have to. The more discipline you get with doing that, the better off your spas will be, and the better results that you'll have. Now, if you've just started doing a real disciplined hostess coaching program, don't expect yourself to get it right at first. Just like doing spas, you didn't expect for your first spa to go super easy and everything happen for you at once. I mean, that's not how this business goes. So you've got to give yourself at least 3 months if you're doing just a couple spas, maybe 2 if you're not. If you're doing a bunch of spas, you might really feel good and be real confident with it. And there is no options with me. If your friends don't text, or if you don't want to give me their names and numbers, really I can book other spas. And that's just a point of, you're going to let me come to your home and be in your home, pampering you and rubbing your arm and everything, but you don't want to give me your friend's text, but I'll be pampering them. That's just not an option for me. And whenever I talk to my new spa girls, I say, let's just say we're going to do it my way. It's proven. You're not going to try to reinvent the wheel. You're going to do it my way for a few months until you get really successful, and then you can start branching out and doing it your way. It's just, there's no reason to try to figure all that extra stuff out. I've already figured it out for you. I've done everything wrong that there is to do wrong in the past 10 years. I promise. I want you to be successful. Just do the 3 texts with the optional 4th to get outside orders. Last spa I did that, and I just got 1 extra order, but she ordered 2 Herbal Serenity foot creams, the lady that couldn't come, and it was an extra, $40. So do it if you have the time. If you don't, do the first 3 really well. How do you feel? Number 7, how do you feel about your spa? Do you love your spa? Are you passionate about your spa? Spa yourself if you're not. Use your products if you're not. Because if you're not, guess what? You're not really passionate about that hour of head-to-toe relaxation with hot rags, soaked in detox bath soak, heated neck wraps, hot spa socks. And what do you feel like you deserve? You really are getting exactly what you deserve in this business. There are no ceilings in this business. Nobody's saying, you get this or you get that, Tammy. You deserve this. You're getting that. You're really putting out there to everybody what you think you deserve. So invest in yourself every day. Listen to the conference calls. What you feel like you deserve will be raised by listening to the conference calls. And I listen to 2 every week, sometimes 3 when we have a director call, sometimes 4 when we have a call with the company. It's a way of me staying fresh, connected, and motivated. You need that too. I still need it. Number 8, what is acceptable? 80% hold rate is acceptable. Acceptable means you're no longer that month, at that point, you are not looking and beating doors down for answers to go back through these 10 points to make your spas hold at 80%. Acceptable means that is an acceptable rate. Don't focus on that right now. Go on to sales or recruiting. So if you have 10 booked, 8 should hold. Now let me tell you, if you have 3 booked, that's just sketchy. It's just, you're counting on 2 to hold out of 3, and you're probably going to have 1 hold, and that's just going to hurt your feelings. So you really have to be scheduling at least 8 spas a month to be a spa girl. I mean, if not, you're playing around with it. Maybe you're just wanting to spa some friends and family to get them on the products. But if you've got 8 spas booked, if you do these 10 steps, you will have 5 to 6 spas that hold. And that is acceptable, and that is expected. So keep up with that number. You can count on your numbers. Number 9. Who are you scheduling spas with? There's a spa girl that was having issues with sales and spas holding here a while back, and I gave her an activity to do. I said, you've got 10 days to go out and ask 10 people per day about having a spa. The only catch is they have to be over the age of 35. There's a few reasons for that, and we have some younger girls on our team that I absolutely adore, but that is not the majority. And whenever you're trying to run a successful business, you can do a little bit of spas for younger girls, but in the most of the time they don't have great paying jobs. They're just getting started out in life, and they're not really interested in their skin. All the effects of sun damage and all of that in time hasn't started damaging their skin yet. So they're going to be ordering probably a foot cream, and that's probably it. And that's if you get their spa to hold, because a little bitty thing can come up and poof, they're gone somewhere else. And they don't typically have the best communication skills. So just take my advice on that and beef up your knowledge on products by using your own products, the skincare products, whether you think you need them or not. Get your family to using them and ask them why they love what they love so much. Your belief in your products and in your spa has got to be so strong that when you talk about it, you've got to sell them on it. And number 10, have fun. If you're not having fun, you're struggling. And if you're struggling, you don't have a why that just scares you and fills your heart up with excitement. If you don't have a goal that you're working for this 30 days, it's probably not real fun for you. You're wondering why you're even doing spas, and then you're not getting on the calls looking for that thing that week that is going to throw you back into excited mode. And when you're talking to people, you're not excited, and you're not refreshing your belief in your business. And then whenever you're at your spas, you're not speaking with belief that you will be at her spa. So those are my 10 steps. You got to have a strong why. Number 2, you must be actively pursuing information. Conference calls are a must. Check yourself. Number 3, it starts at the spa. What are you saying? How are you booking your spas? What is the hostess getting if Sally holds her spa? That's always got to be mentioned at least 3 times during the spa. Book within the next 30 to 40 days. Number 6, your hostess coaching plan. It's gotta be solid. I strongly suggest the 3 texts and sticking with it. It works. Number 7, how do you feel about your spa? What do you feel like you deserve? That's exactly what you're getting out of this business. Number 8, find that acceptable 80%. It's out there. It's available. I'm currently doing it. If I stop doing it, I'll go back to number 1 and revisit all 10 points. Number 9, who are you scheduling spas with? It's true. You can count on that. Trust me. I've done that both ways. And number 10, have fun. Have fun and treat this business like it's something special, because it always is, and never ever quit. You only fail whenever you quit. Every month we all start over at 0. Every day you make new decisions, and I'm wishing you the best. If you're doing all of this and it's still not working, call me. I want to talk to you. We'll figure it out together, I promise. Have a great day.